So imagine your mom being Nancy or Laurie Strode or Sidney Prescott, right? And you're a teenager, you're 16 years old. You know what those three women have in common? They all survived serial killers, slashers, or whatever, right? So imagine that's your mom. So that means it's going to be hard for you to go out anywhere, anytime, okay? But imagine that one night your mom finally let you go out, 16th birthday, and she's reluctant to let you go out because when she was 16, three of her friends were killed by a serial killer. Okay, she finally lets you go. You go out and you come back. Your mom is murdered by the killer who's been hunting her ever since she was 16. So that'll be like imagine you coming home. If your mom was Laurie Strode, Michael Myers, boom, ended her. Or if your mom is Sidney Prescott, boom, Ghostface ended her. Or if your mom is Nancy, boom, Freddy Krueger just ended her. Okay, that's what this movie is. And the thing about it is that you get the time travel, go back in time, back to the future style. All right, where you meet your mom, all right, at the same age that you are at that time, and you have the opportunity to save her and maybe her friends too. All right, that's what Totally Killer is. I know. This movie sounds like somebody who's a fan of the Scream franchise, Halloween franchise, Freddy Krueger franchise. I Know What You Did Last Summer, and every other slasher film out there, and a fan of Back to the Future. And they say, you know what? Let's just mix them together. Well, that's what they did with this movie. This is a very very fun movie to watch. Um, the dialogue. I'm a big fan of dialogue in movies, even in horror movies. Okay, the dialogue is on point. Is money. The acting is on point. It's on money. The action is on point on money. There are some scenes where Julie Bowen, who's Claire Dunphy, she has some real good scenes in here, man. Like that's why I'm like, oh, I ain't know she can do all that. But anyways, like the whole premise of this movie, her daughter goes back in time to try to save her. The same way Marty McFly went back in time to try to save his family. So real good movie, man. Real good. It's fun. Has great action in this movie. Like the they got the slashing scenes are on point. I mean, it's up there with the Halloweens, with the Screams, a little bit with the Freddy Kruegers. Okay, it's up there with that, with the Jasons. So it's this movie here. I think I'm not sure who directed it, but it's a Blumhouse film. It's a Blumhouse film, so it kind of has that similar vibe, kind of like if you ever seen Happy Death Day. Yeah, it has similar elements to that, but man, real good movie, and it's a just like the Scream movies. It has that who done it mystery type thing going on, so you have no idea who's the killer, until towards the end of the movie, okay? And of course, you're gonna be shocked, you're gonna be surprised. But this was enjoyed this. I enjoyed this movie, man. Like it's one of the few recent horror movies that I do enjoy all around, because I feel like they combine so many elements together, and it's a and the thing about it, it's a the recipe for this movie could have easily been bad. It could have easily been very disastrous. But hey, the people who made this film, shout out to them. They did an excellent job, a brilliant job putting this film together. I like it. Check out Totally Killer. It's on Amazon Prime. That's why I checked it out on. If you already have Prime, then the movie's going to be free to you. But even if you don't have Prime, I think this movie is worth renting. I don't think it was released in theaters at all. I mean, it came out couple weeks ago, October 6th. But check out Totally Killer. You'll totally love it. I mean, what they did with this movie, I can totally see this movie having a whole bunch of sequels, at least two sequels after this movie, okay? Because you can do a whole lot with this movie, and maybe you could potentially do some crossover stuff with other movie franchises or something like that. But yeah, this real good movie, man. Like I said again, like I said earlier, this movie could have easily just been like disastrous because so many elements from different movies that they combined in this movie, but ended up being good. It could have ended up just being more of a comedy, but it has certain levels of seriousness in this movie as well. So check this movie out. Anyway, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you've seen Totally Killer, hey, let me know, what were your thoughts on the movie? What would you rate it? Scale to 1 to 10, all right? Once again, thank you all for tuning in to the Student of the Game podcast on our 31 Nights of Horror. Peace out.